Everybody, welcome to Train Sim World 2. It's going to be Peninsula Corridor Monday. And with that, we are going to take an MP36 on a all-stop service to San Jose from San Francisco. We're getting here and get everything all set up. And we will be on our way shortly. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday afternoon, evening, early morning, whichever the case may be. We're going to take... that's a limited stop. That's Baby Bullet. All stop. No, we want to, like, daytime all... There we go. That 159 service. Alright, so we're going to get in here, get this all set up, and we will be on our way. I think I just said that, didn't I? Anyhow. So yeah, I figured I got a little bit of time. I wasn't going to do a stream this week, but I thought, oh, what the heck, why not? We'll go in here and have some fun. Yes, Richard, soothing voice time. That's correct. So we will go over setting up the MP36. Just a few things to do, and then we will make our way to San Jose as the crow flies, or as the train goes. So anyhow, once the loading screens are done, oh my goodness, it's like taking forever. Oh God, and memories. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of go over everything, Richard. That's okay. Let's so we'll I mean, this is basically going to be kind of in the order of how I do things when I get in there, if the game ever finally loads up. I mean, it's great to see all these pictures and stuff, but yeah, it's taking forever to load. Goodness. Maybe I'll finally get in here one of these days. Oh my goodness. The load screens. Well, they do look good. I won't lie, but it's getting kind of old now. I'd like to get in here and get my locomotive set. No SIFA, no PZB, AFB, or anything like that. Just good old fashioned. We'll put the alerter on if I can never get in here. But that's about it. The alerter on here is fairly straightforward. It's kind of like SIFA in a way, I guess. If you don't react in time or acknowledge it, it'll stop the train. All right, here we go. All right, so what I usually do is I get the reverser in, go forward, and then I get the doors unlocked. In this case, it's going to be on this side. It should be. All right. Then I start setting everything up. Get the cutout valve to passenger. We can go that to initial reduction. Headlights to bright. I put the reading light on. Then come up here. Bang. 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 Front marker lights. I put those on. Gauge lights. Boom, boom. Switch to run. That means now the light should be on inside. Yep, well lit interior. And then we'll get the door shut because we'll be leaving shortly. Also, kind of look down. It's always a good idea to look down the map just to see if there's anything else coming that might hinder our departure. It doesn't look that way. We can go all the way down to the station here. Looks like everything's all clear. So we are all set to go. Little toot of the horn. And we're on our way. Hey, hello, Milla. So what I found is when I first started running this locomotive, it's easy to kind of get distracted if you kind of follow, get this in and get it set to forward, get the doors open, then you can start worried about everything else because you're not looking at the time frame, how long is it going to take to load up the passengers and stuff like that. It's a very, if you just kind of do that and then set up everything else, you go from here right to there. Instead of, it's easy to kind of go all over the place. I initially would sometimes forget about, turning all that stuff on. Let's get is there one for the number lights? Ground lights are on. I think we're all set. Yeah, we're on our way. So we're on the 152 service. That's what that means right there. That's our service number. Now remember too, you're not going to always, you're going to move around on different services, are going to be leaving from different platforms. And it's also going to depend on what locomotive you're driving, whether it's the MP36 or the F40 PH. You're going to have a bunch of different things. Well, not a bunch, but you're going to have those two leaving out of San Francisco. So you're going to be kind of, at different platforms. We'll get the window open. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? I said I was going to. Okay, there's the alerter control right there. We'll get that on as well. And our first stop's going to be 22nd Street. It's kind of and I've talked about this before, 22nd Street for quite some time it was not like a stop that you would want to get off at, especially at night. It's kind of in a dark area. It doesn't appear to be very safe, to be honest. But they have made some improvements to it, but on average, it's just it's got a creepy vibe to it, to be honest. I don't know why. I don't know. It almost feels like it'd be safer to stop in San Francisco and then take a cab back this way, But yeah. So we got a nice late afternoon service going south to San Jose, but we're going to be stopping. We're going to be hitting a lot of stops. Who let Josh in here? Hey, Josh. We're going to be making a lot of stops along the way, and I'll try to point out some areas of interest and whatnot. along the way as well. Make it interesting. The other thing too, so Richard brought up a good point earlier today when we were talking about his run on the route. On the tutorial, once you get this locomotive and you're going to do the, I recommend doing the tutorial just so you kind of familiarize yourself with the locomotive, right? That has you leaving the station at Notch 4. Now, I can tell you from when I used to ride the route that the no matter which locomotive they're using, whether it's the F40 or the MP36, yes, the locomotives is kind of slowly make their way out of the station. That's, if you do that on here, you're going to be fairly consistently late the rest of the trip. So it's always a good idea, just go Notch 8 and just go. You know, you're not going to get any real wheel slip, especially if it's like a sunny day like this. You shouldn't have any problems. Because if you don't try to maintain that 79 mile an hour speed limit most of the way, you're going to be late. Bam, like a glove. And the bad part is, so like this route or this station here is, they're considering it to be like in a tunnel, even though it's not. You cannot, I can't use like my, what I call my drone cam to kind of, as I go into the station to, you know, to kind of go with my stopping point. So I kind of lucked out there that I hit my marker, to be honest. And we were on time, so we're going to get our 500 passenger action points for that. Oops. Let's go, bam, right to Notch 8. All right, Bayshore's next. Show off. No, that was just pure luck, to be honest, Richard. That was just nothing but luck there. All right, so Bayshore. Bayshore's it's probably not as of a prominent stop like it used to be, mainly because the what was it called? The no, I'm drawing a blank. Candlestick Park is no longer there, where the Giants and the hey Ryan, how are you? Where the Giants and played baseball and the 49ers played football. That's been leveled. It's gone. So you do have a lot of businesses in the area, so that might be, you know, kind of a prominent thing why people would get off at Bayshore. But generally, the main reason for going there, which was Pac Bell Park, or not Pac Bell, Candlestick Park, it's go full power and spad. That how it works, right, Richard? All right, there was our alerter. I got it before it got crazy. So, anyway, so yeah, it's a nice little stop along the way. We're going to slow down just a bit before we go into the station. You'll see we got a 65 mile an hour limit just before we get into Bayshore itself. And then once we get past that, it'll go right back up to 79. So there's our stop right there. So it's important. It's all. Rob, look what Richard put. Look out, bananas are out on the loose. Yeah. Nice. Oh, about the show-off thing. Yeah, I saw that one too. That's okay. All right, let's get off the throttle here. So yeah, this area, there's a lot of like technology businesses or business parks and whatnot have kind of built up in here. There is a lot of housing in the area, probably like ridiculously expensive too. So hopefully everybody's enjoying this. Yeah, we'll make this a trip, but we'll try to make it as fun and exciting and informative as possible. I went a little too long on the break there. That's okay. And this desk light, this reading light, is sufficient enough because there's only a couple of wait, why does it say I was speeding? Oh, probably because there was a. That's all right. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Matter of fact, I think even Bayshore, the way they have it shown here, is better than it used to be a long time ago. I don't think they had that walkway over like they do now. Oh, I wasn't perfect that time. That's okay. So yeah, Candlestick Park was, well, let's see. You could kind of, nope, that's not it. It was like on the other side of that hill right there. It was over that way somewhere. Yep, history tour, exactly. Yeah, this I think is new. It did years ago when I used to ride the route. I don't think it had that. You kind of had to take your chances walking across crosswalk. So that's what the door alarm or door notification thing sounds like here on this one. Alright, let's get the brakes off. So we should be ready to depart here any moment now. Just got news, the virtual railfan cam at Laramie was knocked off the pole by a tarp cover flying out of a train car due to high winds. Oh, wow. Oops-a-daisy. Alright. There we go. Go right in a notch 2. A notch 8, not notch 2. Go right in a notch 8. Now, we're only going to be going slow because we are going to be rejoining the main line. Right now, if these two are, if you don't stop at Bayshore at all, you're going to be on if you're going to San Francisco, you'll be on this side. If you're going to San Jose, you'll be on that side. Also, here's, we'll start to see some of the areas where some of the GP38s will be located along here for freight services. Matter of fact, there should be one right there, it looks like. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. That's almost always here. I don't know why. So we got the one, two. We got two GP38s in these. I don't even know what those haul, to be honest. Alright, so that sister prop does nothing, yeah. Now I want to play PC now, Rob. Oh, well. We'll, oops, I gotta get on the brakes again. Don't want to get caught speeding. I think I just barely made it. Let's see. Yep. All right, so now we got a yeah, Peninsula Corridor. We got a 70 coming up. We'll get back on the gas here. Stopping off in South San Francisco. I think this area has been built up significantly as well. If I remember the last time I was home in 2019, like a lot of this, there's, you know, businesses over here now. Like it just, people just built up so much. Like there was so many like, technology businesses and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Bad corridor. That's okay. It happens. That's all right. Wow, I had like 6 viewers at one point. Now I'm back down to 3. I don't know what happened. Yeah, but South San Francisco is a pretty nice area. If you visit, you can stay here and then go up into the city, which is, you know, you don't even have to drive. Of course, you can take the train up to the city. Gives you a good reason to take a train trip. Let's see, this is only our 3rd stop since we left. We've got a long way to go to San Jose. So yeah, you get some GP38s here as well. Oh, I might screw this one up. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit past. I wasn't paying attention to my braking. Yeah, you know what? It's not too terribly bad, actually. We're okay. We don't have to. We're. Let's see. We still. Oh, we're even early. But yeah, that's not too bad, actually. We're completely on the platform, it looks like. Nope, not completely, but just about, to be honest. If we'd stopped where it said to stop, we'd have some cars hanging off the... Yeah. I think, quite honestly, the locomotive should probably be out just a bit more. Natalie time. No, that's okay. Well, I mean, we fit. So, but yeah, this car right here should probably be right about here, and then all the passenger cars would be on the platform. So, all right, let's go. All right, San Bruno is next. Now you'll see we do have a 65 just as we go into San Bruno, so we'll be going slow. We'll have to slow down for that, which is fine. That's not too much of a problem. What? I've seen at least 4 or 5 GP38s out there already. Oh, you're gonna drive the same service as me. All right. It's the if you're looking for it, it's the 152. It's like an afternoon service to San Jose. I'm just going to go ahead and get off the throttle now because we're coming up to that 65. We're pretty close to it anyway. That's okay. And then we'll start braking here for San Bruno here as soon as it, there we go. Let's go ahead and get on the brakes. Now this is the one, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, so we're going to kind of go up this hill. So that's going to take care of some of the speed because it's going to get a little bit steeper here. So we'll kind of let gravity do its thing. Little pass, but that's okay. We're not too. We didn't go blaring, you know, past the. Yeah, we're completely on the. San Bruno is a fairly nice area. You know, this isn't. I don't know that every house had had these brush, you know, bushes like this. I think that's a bit. Unreasonable. I don't think that's the case. Alright. Lock the door. We'll go ahead and get off the brakes. So as soon as... I always do that. So that way... Alright, Ryan, I'll catch you later. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in and hanging out for a little bit. What I try to do is I try to get the doors shut right away. Because then, as soon as we get the green... And as long as we're not on a down slope or an up slope, then we can get on the gas and go right away. Green, I can go ahead and get to notch 8 right there. Hello, Mr. Addies. That way we're ready to go. I used to have that bad habit. Like I would wait till almost the last second to close the doors. If you just kind of get in there. And as soon as all the passengers are loaded, close the door and then you can start getting your brakes reset so that as soon as you can, bam, you're on your way. So, all right, Millbray's next. What's important about Millbray, right? Millbray, that's the connector. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, that's the connector to the San Francisco International Airport. You can go there and then take the BART train to the airport, the Bay Area Rapid Transit. It took quite some time because I think South San Francisco was the farthest that BART used to run. But there's underground stations, I think. You'll see coming up right here, the airport's out there. Now that's not really a good representation because this is all way different now than probably when they were out here scanning this. But yeah, these go out to the airport. When we get into Millbray, we'll probably hear a plane overhead, which I think is pretty cool. We will have to get down to 75. Going into Millbray, and then once we get past Millbray, it'll get back up to 79. Okay, so then it goes back underground here, right there, and then it follows us along for a bit. I'm gonna just go ahead and get off the throttle now. Let's get a little brake reduction going, just so that we're at that 75. But we're gonna be below that when we get into Millbrae. Let's go ahead and get the brakes on. And then coming up right here is where you're going to see the BART come up out of underground again, and it'll go into Millbrae. A little bit more brake. Yep, right here. We'll just toot the horn just so that everybody in Millbrae knows we're here. Look at that stop. Oh, not perfect, but that's okay. Pretty close. Now the cool thing is, when you hit the horn and all that, you're going to get these. The lights are flashing. That's the safety thing that they have built in. Then it resets itself. Let's see if we hear a plane fly over. Surprisingly, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's get the brakes going already. We can get the doors closed, and we'll be ready to head up out of here in a hot second. Look at that, perfect timing. Right back on the throttle. And away we go. Oh, there's a plane, I think, right there. Yep, there it goes right there. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Alright, Burlingame is next. Why are your taillights on, Rob? Oh, I just put them on just for the heck of it. I just put the marker lights on. I don't really need them on. I just put all the marker. I just put every light on. What the heck? There we go. Now they're off. I just usually do that just for fun. The more the lights, the better. Alright. Burlingame is next. I'm trying to think of what's interesting about Burlingame. What was interesting about Burlingame? Let's see. What could it be? I don't remember anything particularly interesting about Burlingame. Alright, after Burlingame, we are stopping off in San Mateo. Now, when I used to live in the East Bay, on the other side of the bay, San Mateo, you try to avoid taking the Oakland Bay Bridge because it was just always kind of busy. Lots of traffic. So people would purposely go south a little bit and then cut across on the San Mateo Bridge and then come back up north. Because for quite a long time, the what do you call it? The toll booth areas. Yeah, it's a all-stop service, Ryan. It used to be, I think some time ago, you could get like a non-stop service, or it would stop, it'd go from San Francisco, it'd maybe stop a couple other places, and then it would go all the way to San Jose. There was like an express service, but I think they took that out of the game. I remember doing one, I thought, in Train Sim World 2020. I might just have to download it again just to see. Alright, yeah, let's see here. Alright, let's get out the brakes just a bit. We're in plenty of time. Just kind of coasted in here. There we go. Nice stop. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so San Mateo was for a long time, and they may have redesigned the bridge. So part of it needs to get the other farm sorted out before stream is to get the fields all sorted. Yeah, I'm sure he does. The bridge was low by the water. I think I talked about this before, and a lot of people never liked it because of that. Like they couldn't handle driving over that bridge. People would freak out about it because they thought if something happened, bam, it wasn't like you had time to react. You were going right into the water, you know. So I think they might have changed it. But, I mean, it never really bothered me. I didn't care. I thought it was kind of cool. And when it was, you know, they've widened the bridge, I think, too. Alright, so we'll get the brakes released. Alright, let's go. And you kind of go up, they have a... I'll have a look at the timetables. I've done a non-stop run before with the Baby Bullet. Can't remember what time it is. Yeah, I thought there was, but I could... When I got the route on Train Sim World 2, when I downloaded it for the Preserve Collection, I was a bit surprised. It was like the timetables had changed or something. But I'm almost certain I remember seeing... I did some, like, non-stop services. Or very limited, like there was only a couple stops along the way. But the fastest that you can do right now for this train is a limited stop service. You'll pass through a lot of stuff. You may stop off as soon as Burlingame or Millbrae, and then you might skip some, and then you'll start stopping at around about Redwood City or sometimes Palo Alto. But they may have stopped the limited stop service or something. I don't know. Dovetail Games may have updated their timetables for the game too. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Oh crap, I gotta get on the brakes. Luckily, we weren't going too fast. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Whew. Good thing I looked up in time. Another ridiculous email from school. It's like it's 7:30 at night. Why do we get all this garbage email? People are trying to relax for the evening. They don't need to be getting tons of emails if they gotta just figure out if it's like something that's important or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go just a little bit past this one. We'll be okay though. Yeah, it's not too bad. We even got here a little bit earlier than I was expecting. Yeah, this station is pretty nice. This is pretty. I've been to this station before. It's fairly accurate as far as I can remember. I used to work. Let's see. From this station, the armory where I used to work at when I was in the National Guard was like down that way. It was on this side, but it was down the street here. Yeah. And San Mateo has its own little nice area. I think it was like over here on this side. They had little shops and little restaurants and stuff. It was always a kind of a neat place to hang out. I know you get a lot of stops with the cab car, and yeah, you do, Ryan. You definitely do. Let's get the doors shut. I think there's a limited stop service. Well, it depends. I think you get. That's all right. Guess you don't have the tail. No, I probably don't. I don't really. I probably should have put them on, but I never run like. It's one of those things like right here. I probably could have run back and turned them on, but it's. I would think it would be kind of an automatic thing. Let's see. No. Oh, well, I mean, no, they're not on. I thought these would be on, but no, it would be these. In theory, I could probably try to run back there, but that doesn't really bother me. Like, I would think, though, that there would be a switch, or that would be something that would be already kind of on anyway. All right, Hayward Park's next. Anyway, what was I saying? I forgot where I was going. Yeah, that stop looks fairly accurate. San Mateo does have like a nice kind of chilled downtown area, restaurant, stuff like that. Or at least, again, it used to. I don't know what's there anymore because of the pandemic. A lot of stuff might be closed, gone out of business for good. I always kind of like San Mateo. It was a pretty nice area to work around and all that. Even though not everybody was too receptive to people in the military, even National Guard folks in the area. But whatever. All right, coming into Hayward Park. Now this stop is one of those ones that's like it's on our service, but I don't never remember too much about it. Like it doesn't stand out to me like as a place of a lot of interest, I guess. Like I never took the train from here or anything, I don't think. Yeah, so far we've been on time. We haven't gotten behind in our stops or anything. I think we're hitting all of our passengers. We're getting 500 for that, even when we're not stopping completely on the mark. But we're going to be a little bit short here. That's all right. Yeah, we're as long as we're stopping it, but even if we stop a little bit short or a little bit past, as long as we're within that range of getting as many points as possible for our stops, except for that one where's Mr. Addy's? You would think they would be able. Yeah, I would think so too. But I think generally, if I remember correctly, like most of the drivers, when you were getting ready, like they had, oh, look at that, 2 MP15s just go speeding on through. Slow down. It's something that would probably be done before the service would start. Like, somebody would go in there and set up all the lights and stuff like that. But yeah, I would think that you'd be able to, like, do something to turn the lights on back there, but that's okay. Oh, we could turn this off too now. We don't need that. we're done with the tunnels. So there we go. All right, Hillsdale's next. Now, the interesting thing about here is you'll notice we're going up about almost 0.5% uphill, and we're coming up on our station, so it's easy to think, oh, I'll just get off the throttle now because the station's coming up. Try to get as much speed and carry that, and then why I like the 38 stock. Yeah, exactly. All right, so now we're, but we'll be able to slow down. It's just better to carry a little bit of speed so that we're able to, maintain our on time so far. I mean, we're going to probably be even just a bit late, or not late, a bit early coming in. That's okay, because you'll see once we stop, it'll say 14:41 and 30 seconds is our go time. So but yeah, I like Hillsdale. There is I think it's like right over there. There's a really nice mall. There was is it Barnes and Noble bookstore or Borders? There was a nice bookstore over at the mall over there too. I used to like going into. I can't remember if it was a Borders or Barnes and Noble. So yeah, so we're still doing good on time. Alright, let's get the brakes back off, get those released, so as soon as the door is shut, we can get out of here. And some of the stations are fairly kind of, there's not much to it. Like here at Hillsdale, there's just like this little thing here. And, like the lines used to probably run a lot closer there, I would think, before Caltrain took over everything. But yeah, it's, you get little areas to sit and wait in case it's raining or whatever. Yeah, I think the mall's like over there. Like, I used to be able to see it from, see the train station and everything from the mall. Hey, Kai. How are you? Really need to go to America? Yeah, I think you'd really enjoy if you get to the city there, Ryan. Who's here, Mr. Banana King? Mr. Addies. Yep, I'm watching the track and I'm watching you. So, well, yeah, 7 viewers. Wow. I think this is the most I've ever had in here before. So, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. Belmont's next. And then after that, San Carlos. So, we're starting to kind of get into those stops where it's like very short distances between stopping points. And then eventually we'll kind of start picking the speed back up a bit. It'll be like more than a mile, 0.2 or something between stations. So alright, let's get on the brakes here. We got the nice uphill again. We don't want to take that for granted. Kind of use that in conjunction with the brakes to kind of slow down here for our stop. We're plenty of time. We're early at just about every stop, which is absolutely phenomenal. So we're hitting our marks as best as possible. We're getting our 500 points per action points. Yep. And a plan to yeah, definitely. I gotta make a trip out to the city again sometime, but I'm not driving again. I'll take the train or something, or I'll take a bus ride out there or something. I have to look to see how much the bus ride to New York City is round trip. Oh, right, look at that. So the passenger, once we get everybody on board, I mean, we're going to be sitting here for just a short amount of time, but not too long. San Carlos, and I think after that, we'll see what's after that. I don't want to. But yeah, this is a nice area here, Belmont. Well, pretty much almost everywhere for the most part. Oh, I'm good, Amela. How are you? Don't forget to follow our... Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. What was I going to say? Most areas, with a few exceptions along here, there's some really good, nice, beautiful spots. Not every place is perfect, but, it's not too bad. Alright, 8, 9, let's go. Full whack, as Joe would say. I'm the only one with that fine-looking Prime badge. Yeah, you are. Yep. Yes, you are, Mella. I don't think I've gotten a Prime badge. I don't think I do. DC from New York. Ooh. So yeah, it was a quick run up here to San Carlos, and then we're stopping off. Oh, Redwood City. You know what I'm going to point out? Mr. Addie's. You know what I'm going to point out? I'm going to point out that nice archway when we get to Redwood City. I always like pointing that out. So I'm going to just let this coast. We don't have to get on the brakes right away. We can let a little bit of distance kind of eat up, and then we'll get on the brakes as we get, yeah, right about there. Right. Now, don't let those signs there fool you like that's a freeway. That is not the freeway. The actual freeway from here is to the left, if I remember correctly. If I remember my Bay Area geography correctly. Yeah, the actual freeway, I think, is over that way. This is just a surface street and all that. But they put signs up kind of like, almost like a freeway kind of sign. I just noticed that. Alright, brakes off. Doors shut. Now the cool thing is you can, the master of the Caltrain bus. Robbie, you forgot I'm a bus driver, so I'm pretty alright doing an 8-hour drive or 9. Oh, nice. Yeah, you put something. But yes, thank you about the night. Time to be a Nightbot on Rob's channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Redwood City's next. 2.2 miles away. I forgot that you are a bus driver there, Ryan. Thank you for pointing that out. I think Richard had mentioned that the other day, and I totally forgot about that. Mr. Addy's with the eyeballs. Yeah, you don't have to watch me. You could watch the stream and maybe learn something. So when you get the MP 36 on here, kind of know what to do. All right, 2 miles to Redwood City. Yeah, this isn't the freeway, as I was saying. So, I mean, there are some signs depending on, it may connect you, but the freeway itself is over that away. Although we see it when we're up in the city, parts of it, you'll pass over the Bayshore Freeway, as they call it, and all that. So he's flipping, lurking. Yeah, he's trying to lurk. I appreciate that, Richard. Thank you. And definitely, if you haven't subscribed already, or if you're watching my video on YouTube, go check out Richard Trainspotter 377 on YouTube. He does Train Sim World 2 videos. He does Farming Sim 19, and what else is there? I think he'll do On the Road once it's fixed, and maybe even Bus Sim at some point down the road. Yeah, so if you can go give him a look, give him a thumbs up, give him a subscription, greatly appreciate that. Trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers. The sooner the better. All right, so Redwood City. We're gonna go ahead and pull into the station here, and then I'll show you guys the arch here after we get parked. There's the arch, but we'll go back and look at it from the other end of the train. This area, they did a really good job. Like it may not be 100% accurate, but it's close enough that it gives me the tingles of being home. All right, coming into the station here. That's a little bit unsafe there. All right, so here's the Climate Best by Government Test. The way that this street goes is how it is in real life. This curve right here. And then this little, I think the street used to go a different way, and then they changed it. I think like this looks like it used the street, you know, the street would go underneath this, but they may have changed it over the years. All right, let's get the doors locked. Full whack again. I don't want to go back to my home where I was born. It's not a nice place anymore. Yeah. Or you can just follow me if you want. Follow, subscribe, whichever. It's all good. What was I going to say? Yeah, I know what you're feeling. Have you thought about moderators on Twitch? Not yet. I have to give that some thought. I don't know. I guess it depends on if the channel grows at all, or if I just go right into going on to YouTube, or I don't know. I haven't really given it much thought. I have to think about that. All right, Menlo Park is next. We're finally getting that point again of some distance between stations. It should be Menlo Park. Oh, then Palo Alto, my favorite. Palo Alto. My favorite, one of my favorite stations. But yeah, I haven't given it much thought, Richard. I don't know. It's going to be dependent. Excuse me, on um, what I do once I get a PlayStation 5. To be honest, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind doing live streaming here, but I feel more comfortable just kind of recording it and then people can watch it later. I don't know. But I mean, I do like this interaction here. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I have to give it some thought for sure. So we're kind of getting into the early, well, I wouldn't say early. We're kind of getting into some of the parts of Silicon Valley. I mean, it's not all just in the south part of the bay. It does kind of run up a bit. It's expanded certainly as time has gone on. You got Google over in Mountain View. Um, is this my? Yeah, that's fine for right now. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the there's all the museums there on the mall there in DC. Yeah, there's a lot of the Smithsonian stuff, I think there, Ryan. uh no, I mean I appreciate all the help, Richard. I hadn't really considered it until you said something. Uh but yeah. Uh should the channel grow, then yeah, if I start getting a lot more people in, that I need to have somebody kind of keeping an eye on the chat for me while I'm focusing on driving, then yeah. So, I have to give it some thought for sure. All right. Same construction mess here. Nothing ever changes. I think by now they would have gotten it taken care of. There is a lot of research in this area because this Menlo Park isn't far from Palo Alto, which is the home of Stanford University. I think they have like a collider or something up in the hills behind the university. Ooh, look at that stop. Wow. That was fantastic. These, oh, I was gonna say these windows kind of look like they need to be washed, but that's just from the tree and the light going through. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. I would like to visit you. Oh, thanks, Richard. If you want, Rob, I don't mind driving up if you want to go there. Yeah, I would like to go to DC. I've wanted to go see the Air and Space Museum, definitely. That's like on my list of things to do one day. Oh, we're going to be here for just a bit. But not long enough that I could run down there and back in time. And I don't have a keyboard, so I can't do the go from one end to the other in a blink of an eye, so that's okay. Yeah, I would like to visit DC for sure one day, but I've always wanted to visit the Air and Space Museum. That's uh, you get complete control of the radio. I'll just drive, and your roads over there are pretty good. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come for a visit, Richard. Definitely. I think you would like Syracuse a lot better than this little area that I live in currently. There's not much here, to be honest. There's not really much touristy attraction sort of thing here. I think you'd like Syracuse a whole lot more, or definitely New York City. Yeah, it'd be great to have some visitors. Palo Alto's next. Palo Alto. Tall Sticks. That's what it stands for. Well, as soon as I'm fully back at work and this bug is gone, yeah, I'll be honest with you. I've never been to the U.S. It's okay. You don't have, if you've never been here before, there's nothing wrong with that. There's lots to see, lots to do. I mean, you could pick, for most part, you could pick just about any state and there's something to do there. If you go to Montana, for instance, there's lots of fishing in Montana. If you go to Florida, there's, Disney parks and Universal Studios and all kinds of stuff. Oh, there's a northbound cab car service, like the one we have. Alright, so we're going to just kind of coast in here just a bit, and then we'll get on the brakes. Right about, yeah, this is good. So yeah, Palo Alto, Stanford University is over that way. Really nice, beautiful area. Been to Florida. My granddad paid for us to go out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I miss being able to go to Florida from when I lived in, Savannah. I used to enjoy going down to Florida. It was only a few hours drive away. Been to America many times. Only been to New York and Florida too. Also big, yeah. In case for those of you who've ever missed me talking about it, but this station is just absolutely beautiful. It's got that nice Art Deco sort of look to it. Oh, I'm stopping way short. Oops. Yeah, not too bad. That's all right. Yeah, let's go back here. Oh, whoa, look at that. Right on the, yeah, so this nice Art Deco kind of feel to this station. Yeah, always liked that. It was probably one of those types of architecture that was very prominent in the Bay Area for quite some time. I do recommend, if you ever get to Miami, go to see the Art Deco district in Miami. It's along South Beach, I believe, and the buildings are just phenomenal. The restaurants, get Henry Kelly at the end. Yeah. Thankfully, he was with us. One of the best memories I'll have with him, but I'll never get over him getting all the girls on the rides, and I got stuck with my nan and mom. Well, that's how it works sometimes. All right, California Avenue's next. It's basically an extension of Palo Alto. They're very closely connected. But what was I saying? Yeah, the Art Deco district. Yeah, if you ever get down to Miami, go check that out. You can do a walking tour. They have a guide, and they will go into some of the hotels and whatnot. Really neat stuff. I think you could see the hotel that Gloria Estefan and her husband own. I can't wait to get you in a party when I do stream. Yeah, Richard, I'm looking forward to it as well, mate. We'll have some laughs and yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah, if you ever get the chance to do that, go check that out. There are, if you go to San Francisco, there are lots of tours you can go on that'll show you the sights. It'll take you by some of the, well-known buildings and talk about when movies were made in the city. And, you can go out, actually, you can go out to Alcatraz and take a tour on Alcatraz. which is always fun. I've done a daytime tour, which is self-guided. You don't have to follow the park ranger unless you want to, and they'll tell you what times the ranger guided tours are. The nighttime tour, you have to do it in a group for safety reasons, obviously. But it's a lot of fun as well. You get to actually go up into the as long as we don't have Mr. Addies there. Yeah, exactly. You can go see like the little medical center that they had for the prisoners there, like the infirmary, I guess. Yeah, that's a prison island. Yeah, exactly, Josh. You can go out there. You can kind of walk around. They talk about that, Al Capone was there, but they don't know. He didn't stay in one particular cell for any period of time. He moved around a lot. So they can't say, well, for sure he was in this cell. Yeah, really kind of a neat experience as well. You take a boat out there and back. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I didn't go out there until after I had left California. Like when I went back, I almost like a tourist. I went back and did that. To this day, I don't know how he did it. Everywhere we went, he was on holiday with my nan. Went off to the toilet, came with 10 women from the USA, and got photos with them in front of their tower of pizza. Nice. Well, he's probably just one of those people that was charming and, and all that. Mr. Addies is back. Yeah, you check out that. What else is there? Ghirardelli Chocolates. You can go tour the Ghirardelli Chocolate Factory. Watch the chocolate being made. San Antonio is next, and then it should be Mountain View. Yep. So we're almost there. Yeah, lots of cool stuff to see, definitely. There's always... Oh no, Mr. Addies is back. Lots of stuff to see in San Francisco. There's what they call the aquatic park. They have some ships kind of docked there that you can go on. It talks, it's the history of San Francisco part of it, because there was a lot of shipping industry back in the day before, many years ago, back in the, when the city first started. And actually you could see, in some, I forget where I saw it, but they have a picture of how San Francisco expanded. The way it was isn't the way it is now. It was a lot smaller, and they pushed the waterfront out. It's really amazing. Can we take Mr. Adams to Alcatraz and leave him there? No, unfortunately not. That's discouraged. No, I think the park rangers check to make sure everybody's off the island on the last tour. Yeah, no. If I don't know if anybody's ever tried it before, but I'm sure somebody has. But I mean, it's pretty cold out there, to be honest. I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know if you could. They used to maybe have a thing where you could camp out there for the night, but I don't think they do that anymore. I seem to remember, like, somebody was able to do that once or something. But yeah, no, it's cold out there. That fog comes rolling in. Warner Brothers Studio, yeah, that's always I think that's in Southern California. I think I've been there once. No, that was Universal, not Warner Brothers. Universal Studios does they have their own theme park kind of thing. I think you could probably take a tour of Warner Brothers Studio. You probably have to get like a pass and all that. And they probably have an area that's open for tourists, but I don't know, to be honest. So I've got ice cream downstairs. Rob, mate, can you do a return journey or do a route on Sandpatch Grade? I could do a return journey. Sand Patch might be a bit much tonight, because it's already a little after. It's about quarter after 8 here. But yeah, I could probably do a return journey. That's probably a little bit more manageable than almost 3 hours on Sand Patch. So that'd be too late for me. Yeah, I'll do a return journey on the cab car going north. I'll see if I can find a limited stop service on the way back. Right, where are we at? San Antonio, that's right. So we might be departing just a little bit after. Yeah. Let's see, I should be able to get the doors closing now. Alright, 2 miles of Mountain View. My other favorite stop. I'm here. I'm not lurking. We can do a tour of it. It's on the website. Tour of Alcatraz? Is that what you're talking about, Ryan? Yeah, that's another interesting place to go see. I kind of wish I had gone to see that when I was in New York City. Uh, yeah. That, if you also get a chance to go check out St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, that's really awesome to go inside and see. Um, I bet when Mr. Addies was AFK, he was sleeping on the toilet. Yeah, he might have been. Might have been. So he's probably kind of walking funny because the blood went to his legs and his feet fell asleep. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a return journey. Definitely, I can do that. So, what else? I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, yeah. I don't know that they. I need the number 2. Oh, come on, Mr. Addies. We don't need to see all that. Come on now. That's not appropriate. I don't need to know your bathroom habits. Oops, did I say that out loud? Yeah. Don't be talking about your bathroom trips here in my chat, please, and thank you. I don't need to know all that stuff. Neither does anybody else. Now it's easy to think because I know the first time I came in, into the station when I was playing on Train Sim 2020, you think that the station is right here, your platform and all that's right here by the building, and it's farther down. So it's easy to kind of get a little too over overexcited with the brakes coming into the station. It's easy to think that, it's easy to be late, actually, if you don't watch what you're doing. All right. All right. But yeah, this is I used to live in this area. From the station there down that way, lots of little restaurants. Oh, there was a Greek restaurant that was absolutely phenomenal. There was a nice family-owned Mexican restaurant down the other way. There is a former naval aviation state or naval place. There was a Navy aviation field that NASA now owns, and they do a lot of the work out there for a lot of stuff for NASA. Like they have a huge wind tunnel that they can test out like different parachute systems and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty cool area. All right, Sunnyvale's next, and it should be Lawrence, then Santa Clara, and then wait, was it Sunnyvale? Yeah, we should only have a few more stops left. Sunnyvale, Lawrence, should be Santa Clara, then San Jose. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Read my third comment above. Let's see. Where's the spanner? That's okay. No, you're not old there, Ryan. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, I don't know if they have spanners on here. I don't know what kind of mod sort of power. I don't know how that works. I've never really thought about it, to be honest. But yeah, I'll have to look into that. And give Mr. Addies a timeout every time he talks about his bathroom breaks. Josh, you are definitely not old. I'm older than you, Josh. Yeah. Nope, you're only as young as you feel. All that good stuff. By 50 years. Oh boy. Good old Sunnyvale. I spent some time in Sunnyvale, around about area. I won't lie, there's things about San Jose that I miss as well. Oh, come on, stop. I always go past this one a little bit. I don't know why. So we're going to be a little bit late departing Sunnyvale. But we got there in time, so we'll get our full 500 action points for that. Alright, let's get off the brakes so we can get the doors shut as soon as we can. So we can go right up to notch 8. Alright, let's get the doors shut. Singing the greatest hits of all time by Rob Reimer, Sifa, and RFB. You're making me sound young. You are young, Mr. Addies. Nope. Mr. Adams, with your bathroom breaks, you're like old man. Alright, let's go. 2 miles to Lawrence. So we gotta go, we're gonna kind of cut off the side there. Into Lawrence. Right there. So Lawrence, Santa Clara, and then it should be San Jose after that. So there's an airline. I heard the plane. There it goes, right there. Oh, there's 2 of them. Look at that. Interesting. So there is an airport in San Jose. It's not as big as San Francisco International. There's a 3rd airport in Oakland, Oakland International. I'm being straight up. I'm flipping eating dinner. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Addies. You've been apologizing a lot today, Mr. Addies. What's up with that? I don't think I've ever heard somebody apologize so much today. Alright, here we're coming into Lawrence here. Lawrence of Arabia. We got some construction industry here. Oh boy, I might go a little bit past on this one too. I didn't hit the brakes. Oh, no, well, at least for all the passenger cars are on the... Yeah, look at that. Oh. Well, we have plenty of space, actually. That's okay. We got here kind of early, too. Yeah, I overshot it just a bit, but that's okay. Lamb chops. Mmm. Yeah, what are you getting worried for? All that worrying don't do you no good. I worry about my folks, but there's not much I can do. They're where they are, I'm where I am. There's not much else I can do about that. Not too bad. I mean, I got all the passenger cars are on the platform, so that's all that matters to me. Yeah, I'll still get a gold out of it. Just because. Salisbury steak. No, I hope this weekend I'm gonna be enjoying some sushi for sure at a legit sushi restaurant. But I'm also, yeah, I could never go vegetarian. I love how the door closes on it. What, on this thing? Is that what you're talking about on the MP36 and the cab cars, Mr. Addies? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Alright, rejoining the main line here. Oh, we got another... Oh, there's the Pawn Gallery cab car. Enjoying the stream by Rob Reimer and his soothing voice, mate. It sounds epic. I'm guessing you're talking about the doors on these. Is that what you're talking about, Mr. Addies? I did it once, tasted about an hour. It smelled steak cooking. Back on the throttle. I can't do flybys, but this is good enough. Look at that rugged gentleman driving the train, huh? He's like, I'm going to the bar. I'm going to see a hockey game once I get off shift. He's going to a hockey game tonight. He's going to go see the Sharks play. Yeah, I mean, I guess they I never thought that the doors sounded epic, but okay, if you think so, Mr. Addies, that's cool. I never thought about it. I mean, it's not like they're slam doors or anything special. Alright, Santa Clara, then San Jose Dearden. Then we'll pop out of the menu and find us a return trip back to the city. See if we can find a limited stop service. I think we can find one. If I remember correctly, there is one. My buddy called from Vegas. I'll have to give him a holler later or catch him tomorrow sometime. So we're coming in here to the... So there's a tower right there. So they're saying San Francisco, or not San Francisco, San Jose Airport is right there where that tower is, I believe. And I think that's probably about right, give or take. I mean, it might not be 100% accurate, but... I always have a hard time into this station too. I don't know why. Yeah, we're still on the platform. That's okay. Alright, let's get the brakes off since we're on a flat surface, technically, and the door's shut. Alright, and away we go. Next stop, San Jose Dearden. Rob, you're doing a Mr. Addy's. I really do feel bad for sending pigs off to slaughter. Could have fed them some more, get meat, and I guess, I don't know. Rob, is that because Josephine does not have... He's got the... I think he's got the route, he just doesn't have this locomotive, I thought. Or is that wrong? Yeah, I'm doing a Mr. Addy's. I'm not paying attention, but that's okay. I try not to make a habit out of it. Got the action running in the background. You could probably guess where. Sandpatch Grade. Josh, when do you ever sleep? Goodness gracious. I'll tell you what, after we do this return service, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I can't do those 24 hours and only get 2 hours of sleep or whatever, and I'm okay. Oh, forget it. Oh man, I am a miserable person if I don't get at least 6 hours. No, it was on Sandpacker, but it's on YouTube. One of my class wanted to send the pigs off to slaughter. I don't care. They go make a bacon sandwich. Yeah. All right. We're making our way into San Jose. Coming up on the maintenance facility here. It's Bellin. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I haven't really looked over there at Bellin lately just to see what's been happening. Yeah, we're gonna get some serious lag here. Oof. That's bad. Wait, for me and Richard, it's 1:35 a.m. Oh, man. Oh, and Joshua. Yeah, I'm gonna... Definitely, as soon as we're done with the return trip, I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll probably sort this out tomorrow for YouTube. Because it'll probably be, let's see, it's 8:36 now. Oops, I better get on the brakes here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. It'll probably be 9:30, almost 10 by the time we're done. So that should be the arena where the San Jose Sharks play, but I don't remember it being that close to the train station. It could be, but I don't know. Looks like we're going to go straight on in here. get a little bit of throttle just so we don't get a slight uphill. Oh, maybe that is about right. I do remember this street here. I just thought it was a little bit farther. Alright, we're just gonna pull right, basically right on in here. No massive shifting or anything. Please don't do the horn, I hate it. That horn? Oh well. I'll do the horn whenever I darn well please, Mr. Addies. That's my stream. The tram horn. Oh, you talk about the Arosa line. Oh, trust me, dude. If I was doing that, I'd be tooting that horn all the time. I like it. It's different. It's kind of sexy. It's a sexy horn. I don't want something that sounds like everything else. I want something that's different. Alright, coming to the station here. Let's get on the brakes and... There we go, not a bad stop. Alright, there we go. There's that. Just a little bit ahead of the other service there. It hasn't been too bad of a service overall. The Rosaline horn, I think, Josh. The tram horn, not you. I'm trying to figure out which one it was. I'm doing the Rosaline. Oh, okay. Nice. And that's that. Bam, gold medal. All right. Let's go out here. And let's find us a return service. Mr. Addies loves the horn. Yep. I like the one on the Rosaline. I don't know what anybody else was complaining about. It's good stuff. You're going to learn to love it, Mr. Addies. See, you know, here's the thing, Mr. Addies. When you say you don't like it, that's only going to give people more encouragement to actually sound the horn. If you never say anything, nobody would even know. All right, let's see here. Let's try to find an evening service if we can. This saying baby bullet. This says limited stops. So we'll do this 1834 service. All right, I'm going to get this going. I'm going to get this loaded up. I'm going to go run real quick. I'm going to be right back. The screaming woman horn. Like new model. Oh yeah, yeah. See, see. Nobody cares that new model bus doesn't like Sandpatch Grade. But see, he always has to say something about it because he likes to be different. He likes to be different. I think I already know where this is going, Ryan. I don't care either. It's just funny that he's always got to say something about it. All right, reverser in. Get the right door open. That there. Get this to limit. Get that there. Get that. Get that. That. And that. Headlights. There we go. Console light on. There we go. So this should be a limited stop service. All right, Lawrence is next. Then Sunnyvale. There we go. Now we got all of our lights on. I think. All right. Pick up some more speed here shortly. If I can get into Lawrence a little bit early, I'll try to run down and turn on the wonder what the horn sounds like playing backwards. That's a good question. That might be worth trying to find out. Somebody can, I'm sure, figure that out. Oh, I got 9 people in. Wow. Thank you all for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We're just on a northbound service from San Jose to San Francisco, limited stop, using this gallery cab car. Right there. I feel like this may not be necessary just yet. Actually, we could probably get away with the one over there. Yeah, that should be sufficient. All right. I have, Richard. What do you talk about, Mr. Addies? What have you done? What new things have you done now? We'll go Lawrence, Sunnyvale. Probably make some Southern Bay Area stops. Probably go all the way up to Millbrae. Maybe skip a few stops along the way, and then we'll get into San Francisco. This journey should be fairly... shouldn't take long, I don't think. Actually, I'm surprised we're stopping at Lawrence, but... oh, there's a plane taking off. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right there. Look at that. Oh, it's coming for us. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, there's another one right there, too. Oh, he's coming this way. Oh, they're going to collide. Oh, no. We might witness a mid-air collision. That's pretty cool that they added that in. Whee! Over the bridge. Now I think, watch this. We got those flashing lights there too. Look at that. Ooh, I'm speeding. Uh-oh. Naughty me. Naughty me. I am speeding. Oh, goodness gracious. Something I didn't get is the trains at Disney World. The trains don't have brakes, only the cars have brakes. So when they uncouple the cars, they have to be careful. But most trains have locomotive brakes and the car brakes. So did they miss how brakes work? I don't know. That's an interesting question, Ryan. I never even thought about that. I think they knew, to be honest. It just may be whatever was available, or maybe that's how they designed it, because that was maybe the cheapest thing they could do. I don't know. Huh. I never really thought about that before. Interesting. Alright, we're going to off the main line here to go into Lawrence. Don't do me, Rob. What are you talking about? Oh. What? Spat it or blow through the station or whatever? It's okay, it happens. Nothing to be ashamed of. Oops. I mean, if Dovetail Games does it, you know. Oh, speeding. I try not to, but, you know, it happens sometimes. I just try not to make a habit of it. You, on the other hand, Mr. Addies, that's a different story. You make a habit of it. I should have enough time to run down and power up the lights for the passengers. Let's run down there and do that real quick. Nope, it's wrong way. Let's get the marker lights on while we're here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. There's that. And all the lights are on now. Now we just got to haul butt back to the front. And there we go. So we got lights on the front. We got our lights on in the back. And the passengers are all lit up now. Look at that. Happy days. Alright, after Sunnyvale, we're going straight to Mountain View. Alright, be rejoining the main line here in just a moment. Well, see, now that light's even on there. So yeah, we shouldn't even need the cab light. Let's see if we turn that off now. How? Oh, that's plenty of light. What am I doing, Amela? Disney have an odd way of running their trains. Must have missed what the locomotive brakes are meant to do. Yeah, probably so. I would agree with that, Ryan. Oops. We're gonna get ready to get on the throttle and coming into San Jose or Sunnyvale. All right. We'll get a little bit of brakes on. There goes an F40 service heading south. That's not too bad of a stop. What are you standing there for? There you go. Get on the train so we can get going. Alright, let's get out the brakes. I can never get seriously mad at you, Mr. Adams. All right, and away we go. Mountain View is next, and then after that, hey Kai, how are you? It's going to be Palo Alto. I like riding right here. I know it's against my rules, but sometimes I like to ride right there. I just got so used to riding with my head out the window here. Welcome back, Kai. Cough, cough. What you just read was a lie. Hello, Kai. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. I got up to 9 viewers again. Well, if you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. We're just running some Train Sim World 2 for a little while on a northbound service to San Francisco using the lovely cab car. There we are. What I am doing, eh? I'm chilling out, having a beer whilst I'm new. Yeah, you're new, all right, Mr. Addies. Get on the brakes just a little bit early because we're going slightly downhill and I want to get some brake pressure on just so that we can get slowed down and have a nice coast right into the station there. Hey, beer again, Richard. Naughty. I'm sure you stream in the morning. We'll definitely get here a little bit early, I think. Now, one thing I've pointed out before, these tracks here are part of the light rail system. It is electrified, but they don't have the lines up like they used to, so I don't know what's going on with that. Look at this. Stop. Oh, can I get it released just in time so I can... No, don't stop just yet. Well, that's better. Okay. Oh, okay, I have the brakes a little too quickly. I forgot we're going downhill too. All right, Ryan, have a good one. Thanks for coming in and hanging out for a while. Shouting at the train. Want to become... No. Nope. Hold on, folks. All right, Kai, thanks for that. Appreciate it. All right, now we can get going. All right, on our way to Palo Alto. And then from there, we are going to Menlo Park. We had this last time, yeah. Cheers, Ryan. Sleep well, man. Or do what you gotta do. Are you sure you didn't do the announcements on the M7s? No, not me. I don't think Dovetail Games could afford me. Read my second comment. Who am I thinking of? How old are you and where are you from? Yeah, Bryant. The channel mascot for Joe's channel. I guess he's a... I don't know, has he been in your channel, Richard? Or is he mainly going to Joe's? Alright, Kai, take care. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in for a little while. Oh, I got 11 viewers now. Wow. Who's all coming in to check this out? Well, thank you all for coming in. Oh, okay. I'm doing a flag. That doesn't make any sense for Mr. Addies. You mean you're doing an American route? Is that what you're saying there, Joseph? Well, I'm not missing anything there, Mr. Addies. You know that. Ooh wee, I'm tired. It's gonna be about almost a 3-hour stream by the time you want screaming girl horn. What route are you doing, Mr. Addies, if I may be so bold to ask? Chugging along here. Let's get a little bit more speed on here. Yeah, I'm just curious to see what route you're on. Oh, there goes the service to the south. After this route, you should do Screaming Woman Horn for that. I just came off Train Sim. Well, what route were you running, Mr. Addies? Oh no, I don't have a Rosa line just yet. No. Otherwise, I would have been running that tonight, I think, too, just for fun. Give it a shot. But that's an hour, a little over an hour, one way. Alright, this should be California, I think, that we just went through. No, that's not California, that's San Antonio. California should be coming up here in a moment, I think. Or maybe we already passed it. No, it should be coming up. My eyes are hurting me. Well, didn't close them. That's why you need to sleep. Alright, here comes the Stanford stop. I think. Yeah, there's Stanford. Well, maybe we already did. Maybe we just did pass California then. I think we did. Yeah, I would agree. Get ready for tomorrow, Mr. Addies. Yeah, you gotta take a break away from watching TV, looking at all that stuff. You're doing more damage to your eyes. All right, here we are back in Palo Alto. Well, that's not too bad of a stop. All right, Menlo Park is next. I'm just curious to see how much more we have. Yeah, you're on that stuff too much, man. You're gonna do damage to your eyes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 8 more stops left in the service. And away we go. A little rolling backwards action. Yeah. All right, Menlo Park and then San Carlos. So yeah, we're Guess this is a limited stop service. Oh. Now the other thing too, I didn't say this, but always make sure if you're going to run the gallery cab car, this one specifically, make sure you hit that engine start or engine run, because I had some problems with that in the past where there was nothing happening, and once I pressed that, got the engine going, everything seemed to be working just fine. But always make sure you press that button just to be on the safe side. Alright, we'll coast on in here to Menlo Park. Oh, look at this stop. Look at this stop. Look at this stop here. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit short, but that's not too bad. That's okay. We're all on the platform. That's all that matters. Weird, these lights sometimes are a little too bright. They need to like dial them down just a touch. Hot lights, yeah. It makes it too hot in my room. What in the world? Oh, look at this. Just zip it on through, huh? Wow, somebody's in a hurry. Must be on a different kind of limited stop service. Alright. So we're just waiting for the green light to go. I mean, we got a green light, but I don't like to leave too early. All the bugs come in. Golly, Mr. Addies. Mr. Addies. I don't know about you anymore. Alright, San Carlos is next. And then Hillsdale. I wouldn't. I guess I wonder how long it took for people that live next to the tracks to get used to the trains and all that noise. Hot lights for the disco. Josh. That's right. Hot lights for the disco. Well, I greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out tonight. It's been fun. Didn't really think about doing this until just a little while ago, so I thought, level crossings work on our routes. Yeah, it would be. I agree, Richard. I honestly thought, when I first bought Train Server 2020, and I'm going through it. I'm like, why isn't the thing raise it and lower it? Like, I thought that would be a thing that would be built in, but I don't know. But yeah, maybe in the next one, that's something they can work on for all the routes. I think if they try to do it now, that just would be too much for them. Look at that GB38 back here hiding. Trying to pretend like he's busy doing diddly squat. That engine's always running, but they're never doing nothing. Yeah, on Southeastern High Speed, yeah, definitely. I just think that it's something that now that they know they can do it on one route, I think in the next, whenever they release their next game, I think that's something they can have in all the routes. And maybe it's something they wanted to do all along, they just didn't know how to make it work, but now they've proven that they can. But in a route like this, I mean, that's a lot of movement. You've got a lot of stops along the way that require that level crossing. That's a lot of additional interactions in the game. I think that might be a bit more of a problem. I don't know. Well, excuse me. I'm starting to yawn. San Carlos and Hillsdale. Oh, I thought I was... Huh. There's a Baby Bullet service to the south. Still on the platform. Should be. Yep. And P. Clark is a bit mad at Josh because he spams all the time. We think we don't get into trouble. Yeah, that's true. He does think that. Yeah, you gotta maybe lay off the spamming just a tad there, Josh. It's hard. It makes it much more difficult for us to keep control of the chat if we're not following the rules ourselves. And away we go. Look at this rugged gentleman. He's going to go to a baseball game up in San Francisco as soon as he gets up there. In my stream, Amela? Oh, yeah, he was saying something about that tonight in the farm stream towards the very end there. I think that's his perception of it, Josh. That when you're like saying one word and then hitting enter, to them that might be considered spamming. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. Some people, that's like spamming. Technically, I guess it could be. So yeah, it makes it a lot harder, I think, to keep control of the chat if we're not following the rules ourselves. And Pete is always quick to point that out. If you haven't noticed already. And I mean, I'm not saying anything bad. It's just that you know, it's easy to kind of point to that as we habitually break the rules, so. All right, coming into Hillsdale. You still? Oh, me? Amela, is that what you're asking? Are you asking if I'm the one still taking the break? If that's the case, then the answer is yes. That hasn't changed at all. Yeah, all caps. That's a big no-no. Mr. Addies is the drunk driver. Well, that train seems shorter than ours. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm still taking the break. Right. I'm gonna head off to sleep now. I'll catch up with you soon. All right, Richard. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging around for a while. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, that's still on, Amela. That's not changing. The only way that would change is if we get a sudden crazy storm, and it's just not going to be good enough to do anything. So, no, I won't be here Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I'll be back on Monday. I mean, I'll be here. I'll be in the morning for a bit, and then you know, I'll still be in the streams until at least. I probably won't be in Friday morning, but I'll be there at least Thursday night. I should be, depending on some other stuff I might have to take care of before I take my break. So, yeah. So, yeah, I still plan on. I need a break. I need a break from streaming, modding streams, just everything. I think it's just, yeah. So, I mean, it's like it's like a forced. Even though we're not having a legit spring break this semester, I'm kind of forcing myself to take one, and I really wish. I mean, we've gonna have homework that's due on Sunday like normal, and I really wish that wasn't the case, because we should be able to have Sunday off for Easter. You know, there shouldn't be any assignments at all, but I think there will be, unfortunately. I already know there's one due for my macroeconomics homework. Where am I ending up? Once we get to San Francisco, it's only, I think there's only a couple, like 5 or 6 more stops, something like that. So, and then that'll be it for tonight's stream. Yeah, I'm not going to say where I'm going or anything. I don't want to put my business out there, but I'm just getting away for a bit. Let's just leave it at that. I need to take some time to myself and just try to relax a little bit and kind of decompress and all that. So what? Oh, I was working towards my bachelor's, but yeah, that's all coming to an end, unfortunately, because of I can't get funding from the veterans thing anymore, and it's getting harder to kind of it's getting harder to relate to the kids at school. You know, like I can't. It's difficult. Like I just don't feel I don't feel connected to them in any way, and they probably feel the same way about me. You know, they seem to always look to me like I have to be in charge of everything, and I don't like that. That's just, you know. But yeah, I was working towards a history degree. Because I do love history, but the history that they teach now isn't. Well, it's not really rewritten. It's just, I don't know. It's just not, you know, what I expect to learn about history or discuss about history. It's more about pointing fingers at people and, you know, stuff like that. It's not what I want. for my, to go to school to deal with all that, It's more about finding, so what am I doing now? I'm finishing out the semester, and then I'm going to try to figure out what my next steps are going to be after the semester's over. Um, I don't know yet, but I may try to find a part-time job or something somewhere, but that's going to really be dependent on, the pandemic finally, if things are getting back to normal. But if not, I'll figure something out. But yeah, when I got the information saying that the vocational rehab wasn't going to fund my degree going forward, I just kind of look at it this way. It's just maybe it's a sign that, it's just not in the cards. And I'm okay with that, quite honestly. I was a bit upset, but I thought, what, maybe it's okay. One door closes and something else opens up. Oh yeah, I was working on a bachelor's degree in history. That was the degree program I was in. I wanted to teach, possibly, part-time. I wanted to, there was lots of different things that I could do with that history degree. But the vocational rehab for veterans, they want you to have meaningful employment, which means, like more than 10 hours a week, that sort of thing. And I said, well, that's, if I work 10 hours a week, that's perfect for me. I'm not looking for a 40-hour-a-week job and all that stress and everything. I can't deal with that. A train, well, no, I think I'm a bit too old for that. My knees certainly couldn't handle climbing in and out of the cab. No, it's okay. I mean, I'm fine. It's like I'm more in the mindset of kind of semi-retirement now anyway. That's really my goal. Is I want to try to slow down and enjoy life. Like, I don't feel like I was getting much enjoyment out of being a student at the university. It's too much. It's not even an education anymore in my mind. It's more like, let's just figure out who said what back in the past, and let's just crap on them for it. Like those people can suddenly come back from the dead and say, oh, I screwed up. I shouldn't have said this, or I shouldn't have wrote this, or whatever. It's just so not interesting anymore. Oh, there goes a couple three GP38s. Look at that. Taking that stuff down to the south there. Little freight service. Look at that. That's a long train for here. Oh, look at that. It's nice. Uh-oh, did I... Oh, I left a little bit early, didn't I? Doggone it. Oh, well. Oh, I wasn't paying attention at the time. So you're not working toward... No, I won't be after this semester's over. I'll be out of the school. I won't be going back. And yeah, that's okay. I mean, like I said, it's fine. It's okay. I'm not too tore up about it. I get more out of reading books on my own and doing my own research and just comparing things. I don't like to hear just one side of things. I like to hear as many sides as possible and learn, yeah. And what I'm noticing at the university, they only want one side of things told, and that's it. They don't want to hear differing opinions or different viewpoints or different points, different things in history, for instance, getting a broader understanding of things, you know. And I don't like that, you know. Whether you agree with, you know, or there's lots of things that's happened in history that we can all disagree upon and say that they were bad things that have happened. But I always want to hear, well, how did we get to that point? You know, what caused, you know, this particular set of events to happen? And you know, when we look at that and say, oh well, now we can understand better what took place, what brought people to this point that, you know. All right, Josh, have a good night, man. Get some sleep. We'll see you tomorrow sometime. You know, that's what is always fascinating me about history. I don't want to just know that, okay, the Allies won World War II. Well, but what took place between World War I and the beginnings of World War II that caused all these events to happen? You know, that's what I'm interested in. And it doesn't seem like they're interested in talking about those things or giving that information out, you know. And I'd rather just find those things out on my own. The problem is that a lot of times some books they're just not, they're missing information, or they only tell it from a certain point of view. And I don't like that at all. I'd rather, you know, the more information the better. But yeah, I could just pick up books on my own and read and learn about stuff, and, you know, draw my own conclusions, or, you know. I just don't like this notion of we always have to, well, this author was great before, but now when we look at the way that they wrote things today, from our point of view today, and say, well, this person's this or that or whatever, and, you know, it just doesn't, to me, it just doesn't serve any purpose. You know, they can't defend themselves, even if maybe what they did was indefensible. They have no way of coming back and you know, explaining, you know, their thought process or whatever. And so we just condemn everybody to, you know, and I don't like that. That seems to be more about what we're about nowadays than anything else. Alright, almost at San Bruno here. Get on the brakes a little bit. But I mean, I've always enjoyed reading. I lose the enjoyment of reading after, when it's like, okay, you have to pick apart what this person said, and, you know, what did you think they meant, and, you know, why did they write it this way, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, that doesn't really appeal to me. I guess it's like we're always, that's the one thing that I don't like anymore about the school, is we're always looking for the worst in people, it seems. I mean, the people in the past are never going to measure up to the way we do things today. You know. That's the way I look at it. I don't know. Alright, we're at San Bruno. So we got 2 stops. We got 22nd Street, and then we'll be in the city. And then we'll be wrapping up our stream for tonight. And I'll be... I'll I'll get up tomorrow morning and get this all set for get it posted on YouTube sometime tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully everybody's enjoyed the oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed the stream tonight. Kind of an impromptu thing. Yeah, everybody left. There's you, and I'm not sure who else is left. Just another viewer, I guess. Somebody who won't say hi. That's okay. Yeah, everybody else is gone. 8.8 miles of 22nd Street. I appreciate that, Avella. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was just kind of a off-the-cuff sort of idea, and just thought, oh, you know, why not? So... at least get some content out this week. Basically, me, the others are view bots. Yeah, probably at least the one other person, I don't know. One other viewer. So, yeah. That's okay. Oh, wee. At least to get this out, and don't have to worry about content the rest of the week, really. Hopefully come back a bit refreshed and all that. Yeah, it's almost 10 here. Well, it's almost 10 there too, where you're at, Amela, so... yeah, I think after I get done here, I'm gonna check something real quick, and then I'm gonna get ready for bed. Try to get some sleep. Oh, I think earlier today, before we started science fiction class, I came over to the recliner and just took about a 20-minute power nap. Oops. Oh, still going. Yeah, we got 22nd Street, and then we're going to head into San Francisco, and then we'll be ending the stream there, Joseph. I'm surprised you're still up. Yeah, just hang out. We're We got 2 stops to go. So this one at 22nd Street and then into the city. So, yeah. A little starry night here. I don't think the lights in the Bay Area are that low. I don't think we'd be seeing that many stars, to be honest. That might be a little too. That might not be exactly true right there. Oh, we should be passing Bayshore here shortly. So, Mr. Addies, do you own Peninsula Corridor, or you just don't own the MP36? Is that correct? Or do you just not own this route at all? Alright, there's Bayshore. I don't know if he heard me or not. That's alright, I guess I can ask him tomorrow or something. Well, I got 4 viewers now. A few people popping in and out, I guess. Might pull into 22nd Street fairly, yeah, kind of early, I think. There goes that line there where there's a scenario where you use the GP38s to haul some dirt south. All right, let's get on the brakes here because we're coming in here to 22nd Street. That's right, can't. Yeah. Oh, no, just past the platform. That's all right. So we'll be here for just a moment, it looks like. And then we'll head into the city here. Go ahead and get the doors closed. Alright, so let's just kind of take a look ahead. We're going to go... let's see, goes there. We're just going to go right into that spot right there. Okay. Not too bad. Oh, that's, boy, we were way early. I thought it was time to go. Hmm. Well, I don't think any of those trains are leaving, so I think we're going to be okay going in. Alright. Alright, let's get the brakes off now. Alright, let's go. Next stop, last stop, yep. San Francisco. Bedtime for me. Oh, I probably should have put my pajamas on. I wish they hadn't put this thing like you're in a tunnel so you could just pop outside here and kind of ride outside the train. I don't know why they did that. I have to wait until we're past point down here. There we go. Now we can. Well, that just looks pretty nice. back on the gas just a bit. So I was like pointing out right there where that cursor marker is. There's Pac Bell Park. You can't see, and I would think that you could from here. I don't remember. Should be able to see the pyramid building, I think. They may not have been able to put that in because it's they might have to get permission to put that in. They may have not gotten that. But that's the faint outline. That's the... They're rendering of Pac Bell Park right there. There goes the F-40 leaving. Yes, looks really nice at nighttime. You know the route so well. Yeah, pretty much. I've rode it enough times, I think, over the years when I used to live in San Jose, and my buddy and I used to go up here to Giants games at Pac Bell Park. It almost looks like... No, that can't be it. I think it would be over here somewhere. Alright, let's make sure we slow down so we don't run into the thing there at the end. Cause a derailment. We're on time coming in here. Yeah, that really does look good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's... with the lights on and everything, it looks pretty nice. There we go. Alright, we get the lights off. I don't know if we have to shut the doors or not. Nope. Sure don't. And that's that. And another gold. There we go. Ta-da. Well, that is going to be it. Finally for tonight. Just over 3 hours. 2 trips out here on the Peninsula Corridor. I will see you all in about a week. All right, take care. Have a good night.